Good afternoon. Welcome to Congregation Etz Chaim. For some of you, this is the first time you're here, so a very special welcome. This is a significant event for our community. I am Cantor Beth Strassler's husband. And I happen to also be the president of the congregation. So we moved here in 1982, and at that time, Cantor Strassler was faculty at the University of New Hampshire in occupational therapy. I like to say this is her third career, because also a career was raising our three children who are now adults, and was probably the most difficult job she had. So Cantor Strassler started going to Hebrew College in the Boston area about 2007, and then worked her way up to 2017 when she's ordained, and has now, since that time, has been the cantor of this community. She's the first spiritual leader in this community since the early 1960s. And between that time, we had volunteers who were helping keep this place alive spiritually and physically. So I'm going to turn the program right now over to my wife.
Well, welcome. It's good to see all of you. I think my mic is on, right? It is on. Okay. I'm only part of the program today. The other part is also Dr. Gould, who just walked into our synagogue one day for Shabbat services. And he had just moved back to Maine after being in Vermont. So he first came to Maine, though, because he was on the music faculty at Nassau College. And he was a tenured professor of music. Then the college closed, so he moved his family to Rutland, Vermont, and he lived there for a number of years. His works have been performed by Boston Symphony, the Stratford Wind Ensemble. They've been featured on National Public Radio and TV, and by numerous local vocalists, choirs, and bands who often invite him to come conduct his pieces. He's also a key music advisor to the Stanford Performing Arts Center. He was born to musical parents, and he was raised in a Jewish neighborhood on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. When he was a teenager, his dad accepted a cantorial position in Boston, and so he completed his collegiate studies there in music composition and conducting. And he studied with several prestigious teachers at Harvard and Purdue. Yes. He, at the time of his studies, he only considered himself a composer. And he didn't think of himself as a Jewish composer until a few years into his career. And then, on closer observation, you can find in many of his sacred works motifs from cantorial music. They're just in there because they don't make him. So they came out when he composed many of his pieces. He sprinkles them through the traditional cantorial sound with more of a modern sound, which is what I love about his music, because it just opens up, I think, the meaning on so many of the pieces, because he pays close attention to the words, the meaning, what the mood should be, and that's why his pieces come out so well, I think. We also include several of his compositions in our services when we have our Shabbat services. So, back to you. Thanks for coming, for supporting live music, and Still don't get used to this. and also to support Seeds of Hope. There's information in your program about what they do. They are a precious, precious organization in here in Biddeford, very a blessing to the community. They provide food and shelter for those in need, and they create a home base for the most vulnerable people in our community. The works are summarized on the program, and on the last page, not the cover, but inside, is the QR code if you would like to donate, or if you haven't already. Or if you'd like to donate more, because it's fitting for us to come together to honor them, and to appreciate them, and to contribute to the work that they do. And so I hope that we're all going to deep for support today. As another part of the program is to introduce you to cantorial music. So cantorial is a style of music, just like jazz is a style, or blues is a style, or country western is a style of music that was developed because the thought was the prayers in a synagogue should be beautified by music. There's a lot to say about thinking and talking, but music actually brings things closer to your soul. And so a lot of the prayers are sung in our service. The basic requirements for choosing a cantor was that he, because it was always a he, have a pleasant voice and liked by the community, basically. So it was really important for each person to feel like the cantor was there for him or her. Because the cantor's responsible for bringing all their prayers up to God. That's basically what the most recent job is done in the camp. And you may think they've been around for a while, and they have. But if you think back, all of our biblical ancestors didn't pray in community. They prayed individually wherever they were. They were in the field, they were at home, wherever they were, and moved them, then they prayed. And it wasn't really until the first temple was built, before the year 0, that there was a community gathering at the temple. But even so, the general public didn't really participate. They were there to listen and to be part of it. But the priest is the one who did all the singing, and wasn't any set tunes. He had a way of working within the cantorial music frame, and it's like sort of like jazz, free style. And so people couldn't really sing with them anyway, and they didn't know. They didn't know the music. They didn't know the prayers. They were more to listen. So I hope today that you'll finally come to appreciate cantorial music, because I think it's very sad that we're not using it very much anymore in seminaries, and I have a mission to get the idea out to people and the sound so that you'll be more familiar with it too. So by singing Dr. Gold's songs, I feel like I take the cantorial basics and to turn that into something that's more understandable for the musical ears of today. So the first one is called Shalom Aleichem, and a lot of them are done in Hebrew. That's why I included the translations for you. So you may already know that the Jewish day begins at sundown. So the first prayer for Shabbat is Friday night. And the mystical part of Judaism said, as people leave the synagogue to go home after the service on a Friday night, there are 2 angels that come with them, and they escort them home so that they're safely home. And they stay with you during the whole duration of Shabbat for 24 hours. So this prayer was written to welcome the angels in peace, bless each person with peace, and wish the angels a peaceful stay while they were there. It's intentionally repetitive because I think it was probably a sing-along for families.
have to say something. Typically in service, and she does this prayer, we would never clap. But this is a performance, so it's okay to appreciate the clap. Okay?
And many of the cantorial pieces now are more performances than in the synagogue service. You'll see them in concert halls, and I think Bernstein has written some things. They're really beautiful, but very non-traditional and performance-wise. Her performance. The Shambru is the next piece. And many of the prayers come from the Bible, the first 5 books, which is called the Torah. And they're used as prayers that are often spoken, sometimes they're sung, and sometimes they're chanted according to the musical notes for chanted in the Bible. Why such variety? Because the rabbi suggested, way back when, and they're making all kinds of suggestions, that you shouldn't always sing the same tune. You should mix it up, because then the words remain meaningful to you. You're not just thoughtlessly singing. And I have to say, every time we change the tune to one of the prayers, it is a challenge, and you do have to think about the different words. So, this is Dr. Gold's Vashambro. Because it tells you when one section of the service is finished and you're starting another section. This is the short version. I thought you might like to know. Songs are also part of the prayer service. And they're found all through the services. They serve as really good vehicles for one of the elements, cantorial styles, called word painting, which means that you take a word, you understand what the word is in the prayer, and you do something musically that accentuates the meaning of the word. So in this prayer, you're going to hear flourish, sung with a flourish. And you're going to hear about palms that grow tall, and the music sort of degrades out a little bit to they grow tall. That's called word painting. And Dr. Gold does this very well. He's paying really close attention to the meaning of the words. So, the other thing about the piano piece, the piano part that Dr. Gold writes is it's complementary. It's not really secondary always to the voice. It's very much with the voice, playing part. The next piece is an example of praying about the creation, about counting it, being thankful for it. And I also have to say that one of the things, a lot of the prayers in a Jewish service are praise to God. And I found what I think is the reason for that. It's in a meditation that's in our prayer book. And it basically says, help me, God, to know that you are responsible for everything. I didn't do it. You did it. From when you say to God that you understand the magnificence, then it puts you in perspective. Put your own self in perspective. And I think that happens a lot in a prayer service. This one's in English.
That you should be mindful of him, the Son of Man, that you should seek him all. You have made him but little, lower than the angels. You adorn him with glory, glory and honor. You give him mastery over the works of your hands. You put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, even the wild beasts of the field, the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, and whatsoever walks in the paths of the sea. Oh God, our God, how exalted is your name. Your name in all the earth. It's time for our choir to join. Tight, so we can get in the picture. say shalom b'roma. Say shalom. Aleinu b'Yaakov Yisrael.
Shalom b'roma.
I'd like to ask Dr. Gold to introduce the next piece.
Where are we? Okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I write instrumental music now. The third movement of this piece is in rondo form, which means I have an excuse for writing an extra tune or two. There is the first tune, which goes this way. Oh, can you, as long as you want to play the opening couple of measures? All right. Try it this way. Go ahead. One second. No. Try it again. Okay. Go ahead, please. All right. That's the opening. That's one of the opening themes. There's a little transition in the piano. We're saying the piano. Just 1 second. Let's get a piano going. All right. And then we come to a second theme, a double bar. You want to try that, please? It's at measure 36. Okay, that's enough of that. And then I could not help myself. It's a poor excuse, but it's the truth. I've used a tune that is not of my own devising, but other composers, namely Mr. Ives, set a precedent for doing something like that. And I'm not going to say another word about that because the people of my persuasion will recognize it instantly. And it comes during the high holidays. And then I made another mistake. I quoted myself in an earlier prayer from another work called Proverbs of the Sages. This is the gate of the righteous. And then we have a repetition of the opening theme, the second theme, and then I did something else that other composers will want to do. I quoted material from the opening movement, which you won't hear today, but that's what you're hearing at the end of the piece. So without further ado.
No, just a C for tuning.
And I want to point out to you, the last verse in that one is, by day you protect myself, and also at night, and in your hands I put my soul and my body, for I fear nothing if you are with me. So thank you so very much for being here. It was wonderful to be with you. And Dr. Gold?
Thank you, everybody.
No. Thank you.
Please join us for reception downstairs in our Shapiro function room. And thank you all for coming this evening.
You're so funny.